Live now to reporter Tobi Loftus in Cooktown. And Toby, it's been a huge job, but the last Chinook carrying evacuees has now arrived.
Yes, that's right, Jess. It's taken 3 days, but now the entire community of Wudjil has been evacuated to here in Cooktown. It was a complex operation involving the Australian Defence Force, but now residents are staying here at the local PCYC, at motels, at caravan parks, and even a school's boarding house. Now, Jess, for flood-ravaged communities here in North Queensland, about 1,200 residents and businesses remain without power. Ergon say they're hoping to have that back on by Christmas Eve. And we're not out of the woods yet in terms of this weather emergency. There are significant preparations are being made in Kawanyama on the western part of the Cape. Police there are door-knocking residents, assuring them that there is plenty of water, food and fuel. Authorities say they're monitoring that situation closely, Jess.
Let's hope everybody stays safe. Tobi Loftus, thank you.
Well, returning home now, and the flood clean-up is continuing in far north Queensland. The Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, visited the region yesterday, where he unveiled significant additional support for affected communities. Reporter Tobi Loftus has the details from Holloways Beach, north of Cairns.
The clean-up effort is continuing here at Holloways Beach, which is a suburb just north of the Cairns CBD. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese visited the area yesterday, where he announced a significant new funding package for flood-affected communities. That included $25 million for primary producers, $25 million for small businesses and not-for-profits, $1 million each for 9 different councils, and $5 million for tourism promotion. The PM says he wants to make sure tourism isn't impacted by this flood event. Further north in Wudjil, residents there remain in Cooktown after being evacuated from their community. There's going to be a Christmas celebration on Christmas Day for affected residents. Now, those residents have been assured that there is a police presence on the ground, and police are going around checking their homes and feeding their animals. Now, further west in Kawanyama, which is a Indigenous community on the western part of the Cape, the Bureau of Meteorology has issued a final flood warning for that community. They say moderate flooding is occurring there, and they say people should continue to monitor creek and river levels, especially if they live nearby to one. But what is certain is it's going to be a very long Christmas weekend for residents in flood-affected far north Queensland. Christmas cheer in the face of adversity. Flood-affected residents rallying together, lifting the spirits of those who've lost everything.
It's overwhelming. Helping people and being able to help back, receive help back is so good.
On the western side of the Cape, floodwaters are peaking in Kawanyama. The state government has pledged an additional $100,000 in immediate financial assistance for North Queenslanders. It's welcome news ahead of Christmas, but the fallout from this disaster will be felt long into the new year. Firefighters are today bracing for a massive day of battling this blaze here in Tara. Conditions are going to be very hot, very dry and very windy. They told us this morning that the focus of today is not on saving properties but on saving lives. The message to residents, if they're in anywhere near the fire zone, to get out now, to go to either Chinchilla or to Tara where they can seek help. Now, this blaze has already claimed the lives of 2 people while it's been burning this past week. One man was trying to defend his property here in Tara, while a woman trying to evacuate died of a suspected cardiac arrest while evacuating. This blaze has burnt through in excess of 20,000 hectares so far, and as you can see from behind me, that number is increasing dramatically. An October inferno. The Darling Downs alight. At least 5 structures have been lost in 2 fires, tearing through sparse bushland at Tara and near Millmerran.
Oh yeah, I got my baby.
Cypress Gardens residents Darlene and her husband Greg heard sirens and got an evacuation warning text just minutes before they saw a structure on fire just over a kilometre away. This is an evolving situation. Late this afternoon, the fire jumped the highway, forcing emergency services to relocate their command centre as the situation got more dangerous. A large, fast-moving fire front to the north between Tara and Wiambilla forced residents to leave immediately. This blaze was dangerous and erratic, with flames as high as 10 metres, and one crew even became trapped while protecting a property overnight. For Laidley in the Lockyer Valley, it's 2022 deja vu. As the Laidley Creek broke its banks, streets became rapids. Courtyards turned into creeks, and the CBD was swallowed again, the second time in as many years.
We've managed to make our way back downtown, wading through some water. It's a raging torrent over there. You can't even see the path anymore.
It's about just after 8:30 this morning. I've seen the water rushing past my building.
Residents here in Laidley say they're concerned that more heavy rain will lead to further flash flooding. But for now, they're breathing a sigh of relief. The damage wasn't as bad as what they were expecting.
It wasn't very deep. It's just a layer of water and mud.
The pub was spared.
Everyone's always ready for a cold beer.
Because I think I could use a drink tonight.
Now the focus in this tiny Lockyer Valley town is cleaning up, hosing off, and getting back to business. Tobi Loftus, ABC News, Laidley.